Hello everybody, we are going to be playing Dragon Age Origins here in 2 seconds. Okay. Well, the microphone's working, so that's good. All the rats and mice are eating greens. So, hopefully nobody needs anything. Down. I'm in some pain right now, so hopefully I'll be able to get through this. I think we're going to Denerim. I want to sort out my inventory first, though, so that might be a bit boring for the first bit. Feel free to skip ahead if you are watching it recorded. Okay. So, last we left off, we recruited the elves by curing the werewolves. Oh, speaking of... Okay, got that. Alrighty. I want to sort through my inventory first. So, there are... Ooh. Ooh. Not as good as that, but it is better than the other one that I have. Oh! And that one's better than this one. Ooh, I like. Okay, Morgan, what do you need? Oh, yours is already better than that. Did you read them wrong? Must have. Oh, okay, well then, nature, I'm not really a nature person though. So, I'll just stick with that. Or a main hand. Two-handed. Main hand equal to that. Oh, so he has Merrick's blade. You could have Duncan's. But they're pretty much even. In fact, Merrick's looks a little bit better. Be able to have a better two-handed thing. Cunning, so that's important for bows. Like I said, this is gonna be boring for a little bit while I sort through this, and some people are probably just gonna go, ah, you should be using these weapons, you're doing it wrong. Well, so be it. I haven't even been looking at armor. There, now he's using his own sword, Asla. Can't believe I didn't do that sooner. Ow, hands hurt. Bull, stop fighting the bars. I gave you food. Be happy. Silly rats. No? Eh, never mind. We'll go ahead and put the cash stompers on him, whether they look good or not. Funny, a mage could wear armor, but I guess you need a certain amount of strength for that I do not have. Maybe I should though. That'd be cool. Wait. She could wear... What? Is that a glitch? I don't think Morgan's supposed to be able to wear heavy armor. Okay.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good.
I miss the way Dragon Age Inquisition works, where you can kind of look at everything, everyone's stuff, really easily. Okay, now he's decked out in the blood dragon stuff.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and
Again,
with your discount.
I'm sorry that I'm doing such boring stuff right now, but I really need to work through it. I can always buy this stuff back too. It's not like it's not all right there. I just need it out of my inventory. Archons of the Imperium. Alright, let's also... Okay. So, not done with the inventory yet. Sorry I started streaming before. Oh yeah. Okay. You want that.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
The last thing I googled was Dragon Age threesome because I wanted to see what the options were when I go see Isabella, because that's where we're going next. We're going to Denerim. We might not go to the Pearl right away, I'm not sure, but I didn't want to mess that up, so I googled Dragon Age threesome. Priorities here, okay? Okay. So for Alistair... Black Runestone, which I do not have. Duncan Shield, don't have. Joining Chalice. Onyx Demon Statuette. I do indeed have that.
Is that for me?
Yes.
Really?
Small carved.
Wow. Wow!
Small carved statuette.
Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow!
I really want him to like me, so... any sort of statuette or runestone. Nope, I do not have. Okay, dog, yeah, we know the gifts for dog. Liliana, Andraste's Grace, blue satin shoes, symbol of Andraste. I don't think I have anything Andraste related right now. Okay. Etched silver symbol. I do have that. That's for Liliana? Okay. Liliana. Etched silver symbol.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Andraste. Nug. I did not get that for some reason. Andraste. Okay, Morrigan. Grimoire. Gold amulet. I do indeed have a gold amulet. However, she loves me, so like... Rats, don't kill each other. What are you doing? Don't fight over the greens I gave you, you goofs. So we're actually gonna skip Morrigan stuff. Ogren, I'm holding on to all of Ogren's stuff for a reason. Shale only wants remarkable gems. Sten, okay. Painting. Sword. Totem. Do I have any sort of totem? I do not. Portrait, okay. Win. Book, scroll, book, wine.
Oh, marvelous.
You know, maybe I should. Ogren doesn't like me much, so I'm thinking I should give him some stuff. Well, I know he likes this.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift.
Okay. The vent.
That looks fine indeed.
Mm-hmm.
That looks fine indeed.
Okay. Well, now let's try talking to Ogren and see if he's still... I didn't realize I would have such low approval from him, and that he would, like, not like talking to me.
There you are.
There we
Wanted to talk to you.
And what about?
You and I, you know how sometimes you spend time with people and things.
I love you too, Ogren.
What? Keep your hands where I can see them. Sheesh. Can a man address a friend without getting all weird? I was just asking a favor. You had to go all that on me.
Favor? What is it?
I was thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. A girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously.
A girl you knew, or a girl you knew?
What? Oh, you mean where we were running? Oh, aye. After Bronca left for the deep roads. Name's Felsi. She was a fiery one. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down. See how she's been living.
Do you know how to find her?
I tried to look her up the last time we were at Lake Calenhad. She wasn't at work at the inn. At home with her sick mother, they said. I figured it was just the ancestors telling me something. But I keep thinking about her.
We can go back. Oh, no. There's something you're not telling me.
Ah, you suspicious sack of pebbles. You always have to think the worst of someone.
Here, I thought we were friends.
Ah, you whipped out the knife, didn't you? Look, Felsi and me, we didn't leave things on the best of terms.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, she was jealous of Bronca. Then she got to be controlling, and Ogren was meant to be free, you know what I mean? Anyway, she couldn't handle everyone wishing they could be with me. So she left. Honest truth.
I'll wait and hear her version of this.
Aye, well, you go ahead. Wait, so we're going?
We'll find this Felsi, I promise.
Well, and a good friend you are, Warden. I'll think about you if we ever... no, actually, that would be gross.
Yeah.
No, what was it you wanted to say?
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
Do you miss Orzammar?
What? Miss Orzammar? Are you mad, in addition to being ugly? They treated me like a puddle fly back there. I'm never going back.
Okay, then.
All right.
We'll talk more later.
Aye, all right then.
Ogren disapproves. He doesn't like me much. But I don't really need his approval in the thing that I'm doing right now. Ooh, crafting materials for the Dalish. Ooh. Yeah, take my stuff. Take everything. Except for my elf fruit. I kind of need that. Elf fruit! Oh! Oh! I need a thing. I need a thing. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do a thing. Hold on. Okay, no, don't take all my
We will
elf
make
fruit.
good use of what you have brought us, Warden.
Give that. I'm gonna have to go to the store again, and I have a few things to sell as well. So I need to buy things, I need to sell things.
Everything brings us closer to victory.
Okay. Now, I don't actually know if giving my allies those things helps
If
or
there's
not.
anything I can do for you,
I really don't know. But why not, right? Okay, hold on.
if there's anything I can do for you, please. The Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came, either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. I'm sure...
Okay, and more things I needed to sell, and then we will head off, because, yeah, those are just... Okay. Now my inventory is pretty empty. Does anyone need to level up? Because... Oh, well, you definitely need to top off your cunning. Thank you. Because you have failed me in opening locks, and I was very disappointed. You're not quite there either. Okay, good enough. So I guess we're doing a quest for the guy that I don't really like. So
Indeed.
Indeed.
and then we're gonna head to Denerim after we finish this. Oh, sorry, little rat. I didn't mean to disturb you. You look so cute.
There she is. I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it?
What do you mean, back you up?
Just follow my lead, you know?
Let me talk to her first. She might be married now.
Hadn't thought of that. Find out how much she misses old Ogren or who I have to kill, and then I'll go sweep her off her feet. That's me, Mr. Charm.
Good luck with that.
What can I get for you? And don't say mead. We ran out of that a week ago. And don't say rum, either. Ran out the day before yesterday. And don't say brandy.
Why the liquor shortage?
Have you seen how desperate people are now? They just want to drink to forget what's happened. Some ran out of coin and started paying in food, chickens, whatever they had.
Felsi! I need tables clean, girl!
I've got a customer.
What's a dwarf working in a bar in Lothering?
Same as I'd be doing anywhere, earning
Lothering.
coin.
This isn't
My mother
Lothering.
lives here. Someone's got to take care of the old Bronto.
Are you going to stay here with the Darkspawn coming?
I'm from Orzammar. Darkspawn attacks are like spring breezes there. I'll stay as long as the tavern's open.
Couldn't you make more money if you worked in Denerim?
The dwarves in Denerim are as bad as the ones back in Orzammar. They're all alliances and rank and money, always worried about their reputations. You know how boring that is? I'd rather go drinking with a deep stalker than any of the men in Denerim.
Felsi! The tables, girl! They ain't cleaning themselves!
I told you, I've got a customer!
You happen to know a fellow named Ogren?
Ugh, did you have to bring his name up? I just ate.
Not exactly a fan of his, then.
You could say that. You could also say I would rather kiss a deep stalker on the lips than see him again.
What happened between you two?
What happened? Is that a serious question? Have you met Ogren? He got drunk. Drunker than usual, even. Took off his pants and challenged a roast nug to a wrestling match at my father's funeral. He lost, by the way. The roast got him in an arm lock. He sat there crying for half an hour before someone pulled it off him.
How did he lose to a piece of meat?
It was a sodding good roast.
Felsi, what in Andraste's name are you doing? The tables, girl!
All right! I've got to get back to work.
So, I think there was a glitch because it said this is Lothering, which this is a bar near Lake Callahan. So...
Well, what does she say?
She hasn't exactly forgiven you for the Nug incident.
Ah, that fight was rigged. Anyway, the guard said it wasn't worth pressing charges, so she's no call to hold a grudge. Did she say anything else?
She thinks all the surface dwarf men are boring.
Well, of course. They're merchants, maybe craftsmen. None of them compare to a real warrior.
I'm not gonna... Do I have to tell him to go get her? Okay. Fine. Go
Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Well, look what the Nug dragged in. I should have known you were in the neighborhood, by the stench. What are you doing here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting Darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
If you can call getting drunk and wetting yourself fighting.
It's a valid strategy. A good stink intimidates your enemies, throws them off balance.
Typical Ogren. You haven't changed at all. The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Well,
He was looking for you, actually.
you know, I was thinking about our days together back in Orzammar.
Oh, so you mean you didn't find another girl willing to put up with you pissing on the table? I'm shocked.
It's a sign of affection.
We should get going.
Don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out. Actually, who am I kidding? Go ahead and let it. Indulge yourself.
That could have gone better.
Not very surprising.
After this thing with the archdemon's over, I'll have to pry the ladies off with pliers, I suppose. Might as well rest up while I can. You ready to go?
Yep.
Aye. All right then.
Yeah. I don't care if he disapproves. It's
Just take that duster out of here. I don't want to look at him.
I could have made her like him, but honestly, he's gross. I love his voice actor. He's the best Wolverine ever. But he's just a drunk old man. I don't like it.
Thunder Humper.
Yes.
Okay. Now... Apparently I was wrong. Alright, I'm just gonna craft some health potions. A lot of health potions. I actually ran out of health for imagine that. Crafty! Ooh, I got an achievement. Cool. Okay. So we're about halfway through the game. If the hours aren't to be trusted. Been playing about 26 hours, and the game's about 40
You're awake. Did you feel it too? It was like the archdemon saw us. Saw us! What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
Oh no, our camp has been invaded. Everyone can play bundles this.
I guess it's like Duncan once said. We can sense them, and they can sense us. We'd best be more careful from now on. This camp isn't safe any longer.
What will they send next? Darkspawn tax collectors?
Fortification should be built around the camp.
Yeah, can't get a bloody night's rest.
It will be more difficult to sleep here now.
What, no trap? No ambush? Some assassins.
So, that was cool.
Your desire?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
We need to discuss us.
Discuss away.
When I asked you to join me in my tent...
I am not certain what to say. I warned you, did I not? I told you that this was a weakness that was driving me mad, and yet you insisted.
I don't want to hurt you, Morgan.
Yes, you do, and I want it too. That is not right, is it? That is not how a normal woman acts. I can see it in your eyes. Release me. Tell me that you wish to end this. Make me believe you, and I will be grateful.
I don't want this to end.
You miserable, selfish bastard! You will regret this, and so will I. And perhaps that is how it must be. Your desire? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Care to join me in my tent?
I said no.
Okay,
Leave me
well.
be, if that is your only interest.
Okay. Okay, then. I'm just... We can still kiss, but apparently we can't have sex. Okay. I mean...
Indeed.
Indeed.
I've never romanced Morgan before, so I guess this is just what happens. Alright. Let's go to Denerim.
Darkspawn approach. Watch for their blood.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of darkspawn.
You never had a chance.
That's one for me!
Let's get started. Here we go.
Polite to grandmothers.
I think these are elven warriors that they were
On.
fighting. They all died.
Let's get started.
Guinea pig, what's wrong? Why are you making noise? You hungry? Silly guinea pigs, I just fed them. Tree? They're so cute. Alright, to Denerim. This will be interesting. No, I expected a cutscene.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring ham without provocation to the least of his children are breaded and accursed by the Maker.
Those who bring ham? And the Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand. The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veil in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I liked her version of the chant better.
Me too. I wonder why nobody ever taught me her version of the chant when I was a Templar.
Oh. Hello, dear. Can we help you?
What she means is, in Andraste's name, be welcome.
Stop correcting me! What would Andraste do? That's what you should be concerned with, I say. Andraste was no fuss budget.
What are you doing?
Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostagar. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
But that's what I said.
I don't remember the chant. No, I don't know the chant. I'm an elf. I don't care. Can you tell me about the chant?
Tell you about the chant? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know?
Oh, that hurt. I have a pain in my lungs. Does the chant mention elves?
Yes and no, dear.
The official version of the chant does not speak of the elves. Some of the dissonant verses, however, do mention the disciple Shartan.
Oh, Shartan. Who is Shartan?
He was an elven disciple of the Prophet. A former slave like Andraste herself, he rallied his people against the Imperium. He was given to the flames alongside Our Lady.
Why aren't his verses an official part of the chant? Just kidding. I know why. Because he's an elf and people are racist. Oh, sorry, I spun in my chair. It kind of loses the effect if you can't see me spinning. Anyways, why aren't his verses an official part of the chant?
Divine Renata had the verses removed during the Exalted March on the Dales.
Ah, so surprised. What are dissonant verses?
The chant has changed over time. Some of the verses that were sung in the past were taken out. The canticles of Shartan were stricken from the chant in the Glory Age. They are no longer sung, though scholars still sometimes read them.
So there's more than one version of the chant?
Of course. The official chant of light is written in Tevinter, but it is translated into the languages of the believers. Some ideas are lost in the process of translation, and words take on unintended meanings. There's a dreadful pun in the Orlesian version in the Canticle of Threnodies. and languages are always changing. The chant must adapt if it is to be understood by the people hearing it.
What does the chant say about Darkspawn?
Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the Mage Lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
What verse were you reciting just now?
It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
He sang it well, I take it?
He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boanne, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us.
And what happened to him?
It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He died?
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
Okay, bye.
It is almost mealtime, isn't it?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Okay, then. So I could go to the Chanter's board and get quests, but we're not doing side quests.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's board?
What do you do here?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What are you so proud of?
I have always been fascinated with history. What better place to indulge that than the birthplace of the Maker's prophet? To be the curator of this chantry and to be so young. I fight a battle with pride, and hopefully the Maker can forgive my occasional defeat.
What does a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
She has a cute accent. She sounds like Welsh or something. It's adorable. There's still relics to be found after all these years.
My thought exactly. But I'm perpetually amazed at how quickly people accept fantastic claims at face value. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
She also has kind of a Cockney accent. I don't know, she has a strange accent, but I like it. Is it difficult to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
Do you think the Urn of Sacred Ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
Alright, I could talk to her more, but I'm gonna go.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the Chantry.
I mean, it looks like the doors are blocked. So.
In the name of Andraste, Bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, if you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Oma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kalen died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Maker guide them all.
Why is the cathedral closed?
That which you fear. Living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
What's wrong with your friend?
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Val Royeaux years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the lyrium that does this.
Lyrium did this to him? Why doesn't he stop taking it?
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else.
Okay, I'll be back later.
May the light of the Maker guide your steps.
Okay. Might as well look at the Chanter's board to see if there's anything. I really just don't have...
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring ham without provocation.
I remember this place.
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
Wouldn't you rather meet her on your own?
Do I seem a little nervous? I am. I really don't know what to expect. I'd like you to be there with me if you're willing. Or we could leave, I suppose. We really don't have time to pay a visit, do we? Maybe we should go.
You're such a coward.
I am not. All right, maybe I am. I am totally a coward. What would I say to her? Does she even know I exist? Will she be happy to see me? Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go.
Oh, I got disapproval from him, but... I don't... Okay. I'm playing this. I'm role-playing this. So, like... Yeah, of course, Alistair. You want to see your sister, who's not really your sister. Yeah, let's go. Well, I'll help you. It'll be fine.
On.
Goodness.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Gordana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
Are you sure your information was correct, Alistair?
Yes, I think so. I'm sure of it, in fact. Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that? She...
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with Mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's, and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth, and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed Mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
That's hardly Alistair's fault, is it?
And who in the Maker's name are you? Some elf to follow him about and carry his riches for him?
Hey, don't speak to him that way. He's my friend. And a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
It's hard to read it with Alistair's stuff there. Came all this way looking, this is your family, perhaps you can help them out. It looks like all she wants is your money. Goldana, Alistair came here hoping to find his family.
Well? So he's found it. I'm his sister. But what are you to me, boy? Except the one who took my mother away, hmm?
You think I wished her dead? I never wanted that. I didn't have the life you think I did, Goldana.
I suppose not. A bastard is still a bastard, isn't he? But... brother or no, I've got 5 mouths to feed and no time to spare until they are.
And let me promise you this, Goldana. I'll do whatever I can, speak to whomever I have to ensure you and your children are taken care of.
That sounds all well and fine. But you'll have to forgive me if I don't exactly hold my breath.
You have my promise. I can't give you more than that. Let's go. I want to go. Goodbye, sister. Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I lived up to my promise, I suppose, but this is the family I've been wondering about all my life? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot.
Okay, this is hard because, like, this is an important choice right here. But I also want to be in character. So, like, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry it turned out like this. Everyone is out for themselves. You should learn that. You don't need her. You have others who care for you. That's how it goes. We should really get on our way. You're an idiot. How naive can you be? I guess the two... Well, there's 3 things that I could say. The first 3, and I'm not sure. Because do I want to harden him? Like, do I? Maybe I'll do that in my next playthrough. I don't know. I've never done it before, so I don't know. Is he gonna be a jerk if I do that? Okay. You don't need her. You have others who care for you.
Such as? The only person who ever cared about me was Duncan, and he's gone.
You have friends, Alistair. I'm one of them.
Thank you. I'm glad you came with me. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay. Maybe I'll
I bought a
harden him and
confection
my
of
jerk.
spun sugar here once. It got stuck in my hair. Made it hard to come out. But it was very tasty for a few days.
Can't avoid.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Is the market district that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot, and Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
How are they worse?
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Do you want help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular, establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you want me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
So... shoot. I have the wrong people. We'll deal with the Pearl later. I want to find Brother Gentili. Oh, I forgot I used to run around pickpocketing people. Because that was fun.
You heard about the revolt in Oswin?
Got put down by the Regent, I heard.
That's what he'd like you to think, I bet.
Well, I wouldn't talk about it too loudly. Look, someone's listening.
Sorry.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. And trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Cailan. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Hold on. I had to get up and get something. I'm coming. Logain's charges against me are false.
So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Logain's word?
Use your wits. The Wardens would never help the Darkspawn.
The savior of Ferelden, Terran Logain, personally told me of the Warden's betrayal. Your betrayal. An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
I won't fight a misled fool.
But honor demands you accept.
Your honor, not mine. Farewell.
You turn your back on me? This is not over, Warden.
He will remember that. Ooh, ooh.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
I'm fairly certain he's voiced by the same person as, what's his face? Ogren.
Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
I'd rather buy information if you've got any to sell.
I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me.
What's happening in the city right now?
The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town.
Who are some of the important people in Denerim?
It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in from somewhere up north.
Let's see what's in your store.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Ooh, backpack. Thank you. I can hold more items now. Some. Key required.
As you like.
What is it? I have work to do.
Nothing? Bye?
All right.
Okay, apparently we can't do anything. Oh, Brother Genitivi. Oh, actually. He's going here. What time is it? Man, it's already 1. I thought I started early, but I guess it's been a while.
There are many great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. And there's nothing glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a starstruck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time. And you're not a complete fool.
What an utter relief.
And don't worry about the boots. Kings don't need to dress themselves. That's what advisors are for, isn't it?
And starstruck maids, apparently.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
What can you tell me about the city?
The city is full to bursting. With people from the country coming, trade is thriving. Especially those that deal in weapons and armor. Master Wade is especially in demand.
What can you tell me about Wade?
You're obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armorsmith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Heren. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you forced me to make are worthless compared to their work. You never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let it drop.
Who's in charge here?
I am.
Wade owns the Emporium, but without expert assistance and, well, prodding, let's just say the Emporium has improved substantially with our partnership.
But I do miss the good old days. I could really take my time to make quality.
Oh, by all means, you can return to them. And to the gruel you used to fancy.
No. Sorry, Herin.
Let's see what you have for sale.
Certainly.
I think they're married.
Herin, the bloody customers are bothering me again. What do I pay you for, anyhow?
Sorry. Wade is a genius. Truly, you will be astonished by his work. But he doesn't deal with customers. If you need anything, please ask me.
And tell him I don't want anyone looking over my shoulders either. I'm thinking, blast it all.
Truly sorry, sire.
Okay.
This should be easy enough.
All right.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Alright, this is Brother Genetivi's home. I remember this dude.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Who are you?
My name is Wayland. I'm the assistant of the scholar Brother Genetivi. This is his house.
Where is he? I'm looking for him.
That makes two of us. I haven't seen Brother Genetivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genetivi's research into the urn may have led him into danger.
What do you think he discovered?
I don't know. He was very excited when he left and said he would be back with all the answers. Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genetivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genetivi and they too have disappeared.
Where did you send them?
Now don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
I need to obtain the ashes, or Arl Eamon will die.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Calenhard, investigating something in that area.
Back to the lake. What exactly was he investigating?
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn.
But you just said he spoke to you and told you that.
Yes, of course he told me, but I also went through his things to see if I could find other clues to his whereabouts.
You sound nervous. Hiding something?
I know it sounds suspicious, but I swear I'm not lying. It's been a very difficult time for me, and sometimes I don't know what to think or feel. I want Genetivi to be rescued, but I don't want more people to be hurt. You understand, don't you?
I don't know if I should trust you.
You do not have to trust me. My conscience is clear. Follow in Genetivi's footsteps if you must, but be careful.
Mm-hmm. I don't trust you.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to go in there.
Why not?
I'm sorry, but that room is not for guests. It's full of books and papers, and I'd rather they were not disturbed.
I won't mess them up.
I said no. Genevieve was a very private person.
You're hiding something. I want to know what it is.
No, don't touch that door!
Enemies approaching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I told you I remembered this dude.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Corpse. This, the body of the real Waylon. Genetivi's research symbol of Andraste. Nice. I think it's pretty safe to assume that that symbol is for Liliana. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to her.
Oh, how dear of you. Something I can help with?
So, quest was updated. Haven in the mountains to the west. You may have some clues. Okay. So we're gonna do Haven first, then we'll do the Denerim quests.
On.
Because I think it is more important that we get the urn. And there's a lot of quests to do in Denerim, so I'd rather deal with the main quest line for now. Alienage. Past. Let's stop at camp first. And let's talk to Alistair. How you doing, friend?
Something on your mind?
No questions.
Of course.
No, never mind. Apparently not. I thought he'd want to talk after the whole Goldana thing. Apparently not.
You called. As you wish.
Okay. Alright, my inventory's pretty empty.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed. Trying to think if anyone is really relevant to the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Liliana really likes being there for it, so I'll bring her. Man, I might have to get something to eat. Guinea pigs, I said food for me, not for you. Okay, what the? Okay, pressed a button. I will be back in 2 seconds. I need to get some food because I'm very hungry and this is a long quest. Alright, I am back with popcorn. I will try not to crunch too loudly. Hello.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
I have business here.
No, you do not. I would have been informed if someone was expecting a visitor.
I would like to explore Haven for a bit.
We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo.
I have some questions about Haven.
Ask and be on your way.
Why haven't I heard of Haven before?
We keep to ourselves. We see no need to announce our presence to the world. It's more peaceful that way.
How long has it been here?
Haven's always been here. My family knows no other home.
Who's in charge?
Father Eirik is our spiritual leader and guide.
Revered father? I've never heard of this.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Are your traditions very different from ours?
Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities.
Have you heard about the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
The urn is nothing but a legend.
Is there a Brother Genetivi here?
Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
A revered father, huh? That's new. I wonder what this means.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Very well. Excuse me.
You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
They are hiding something. 'Tis obvious, is it not?
You're saying that right in front of the dude.
Yes, my friend?
Aw, friend.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, cow. Hello, chickens. Oh, a child. Hello, child.
Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Were you up, were you down? Chasing rabbits round the town. Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. It is soft, it is warm. It will shelter from the storm. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. Dear Bonnie Lynn. Sleeps the peaceful crib within. A mossy stone, a finger bone. No one knows but Lynn alone. Dear Bonnie Lynn. Sleeps the peaceful crib within. Who are you? You shouldn't be here.
My crunching got very loud. I apologize. Who are you?
I asked you first.
I'm Aiden.
Lowlanders don't belong here.
Oh, okay.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I bet you're a clever boy. What do you know about Haven?
It's just Haven.
Okay. Well. Useless.
We have nothing you'd want. Please go.
Here I am. It's done.
Ooh, gift. Better save. I don't want to lose those gifts.
Who are you? You're not from Haven.
Hold on one second. Okay. Why does everyone tell me that like I don't already know it?
We don't get very many visitors.
Can you tell me about Haven?
How would you describe the place you know only as home?
Good point. Have you seen a man called Brother Genetivi?
No, I've never heard that name.
Mm-hmm. Is this a shop? I'd like to trade.
I don't have much, but I suppose you can take a look. What are you doing? That's private!
What are you hiding?
I don't see how that is any of your concern.
Very well then.
So everyone is within the chantry. How lovely for them.
Goodness, Haven creeps me out.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the Holy and Beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... I understand that you are new here, but common courtesy dictates that one shouldn't interrupt. No matter. We were just about done here anyway.
But your reverence, we have not completed the sacraments of the Holy Mother or sung the invocation.
Be calm, Nodda. We have an honored guest. Surely the sacraments can wait. That is all for today, my children. I shall see you tomorrow. For now, I should see to our visitor.
There's no need to end the sermon.
It is better this way. Many of the villagers are uncomfortable in the presence of strangers.
Is there a Brother Genetivi here?
We find outsiders disruptive. They bring others, and before long, Haven is changed. We will go to any lengths to prevent that. You understand a man's need to protect his family, don't you? Brothers, You know what must be done.
Well then.
Right.
Cultist medallion. Ooh, small silver bar. Ring of Faith.
I'll do it.
These arrows. Secret passageway. Brother Genetivi! I thought you were dead for a second.
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it.
I'm Aiden. I'm here to help you.
You don't know how glad I am to see someone who isn't from this village. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
Morgan, can you do anything?
The leg is wounded, but that will heal in time. The foot may have to come off.
I thought you might say that. But if the foot goes, it goes. There are more important things than an old man's feet. I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain.
How do you know?
My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Eirik wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it.
This medallion?
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you.
Are you sure you can make the journey?
It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you? For the urn, any pain is worth enduring.
No, I think you should return to... answer some questions.
All right. What is on your mind?
Do you know about the knights that were sent to look for you?
Yes, of course. How could I forget? Eirik said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men.
He won't be bothering anyone else for a while.
Good. Eirik and his fellows were a blemish in the Maker's sight. If the Maker would even deign to look upon this world, that is. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we?
Haven, it's a little odd, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be.
How did you end up here?
I was looking for answers. I thought the villagers would know something about the urn. I was right. They do. They're just not willing to share it with outsiders. When I mentioned the urn, Eirik assured me he would take me to the temple in the morning. He said a room had been prepared for me. I didn't realize it would be this charming place.
Why does Haven have revered fathers?
I do not know. When the chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry, and so have no knowledge of the Chantry's rules.
What do you know of Haven and its people?
They call themselves the disciples of Andraste. They are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must be here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she were still alive.
Is that possible?
I'm old enough to know that anything is possible, child. Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
What were the villagers doing with you?
They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that.
They were planning to place a fake Genetivi in Denerim.
How do you know?
There was an imposter Wayland at your house.
An imposter? What happened to the real Wayland?
Not sure, no. Sorry, he's dead.
Oh, poor Wayland. I should never have dragged you into this. Maker, take you into his hands, my boy.
Wayland died protecting your research.
He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say?
I think you should return to Denerim. I will go on alone.
So close, and yet so far. I will return home then. But first, the medallion. It is not a solid piece of bronze. It can be manipulated like so. And there, a key to open the way.
How did you know how to do that?
There are very few keys like this left in the world, but I have seen some. When you find the right combination, it just feels right. It is hard to explain.
What do I do with this?
There should be a place to insert the medallion. An indentation of some sort, perhaps?
That should be easy to find.
If you find the urn, you will return to Denerim to tell me about it, won't you? I would dearly love to hear about it. Make a smile fortune on you, young one.
So, I could have brought him with me. And I've done that every time I've done this in the past, but, like, that doesn't go well with the choice I'm gonna make, so... Man, I'm really sorry about my crunching. I'm just really hungry.
This should be easy enough.
I can't believe all this is still standing. This temple must be thousands of years old.
This should be easy enough.
Tear them apart!
senses tingling. Right.
Begin the onslaught.
Let's go! Make
it great. Defeated.
Right.
Brilliant!
Oh. On. Right.
Down to eat, and then I ran into a wall.
good day.
On. As you wish.
Ask away. Yes, of course.
On it.
On my way.
Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm kind of tired and trying to focus on not getting lost.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
There are a lot of side quests in this game. Goodness.
As you wish.
Already been there.
Here comes trouble!
Time for some fun!
You should run while you can.
As you wish. easy enough.
You will learn to fear me.
I sense something drawing near.
Defend yourself.
Off I go.
Enemies approaching.
Trap right ahead.
They'll never know what hit him. As you
Finally.
Right. On. Right. It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me! As you wish.
Too easy.
This should be easy
Right
enough.
ahead. Right away. Trap right ahead. As you like.
Things work well together. This should be easy enough.
Yes.
On. As you wish.
Begin the
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. I think we work well together.
Wait. I'm going backwards. Shoot. I'm backtracked. I did not mean to. Goats.
Unbelievable. A dragon.
They're feeding the dragons.
Merciful. All right, battle it is then.
It's a good day. I shall do it.
Okay, so this wasn't the right way to go.
We seem to be heading up. Yes, I think these caverns are going up to the surface.
Warden senses tingling.
Trap right ahead. You should run.
Right. Let's grab some glory! Let's get started.
Done.
That didn't go well.
On my way.
Okay. So we got them. I'm just gonna have to save piece by piece here because I remember this part and this is not an easy part and I kind of just have to use some strategy.
As you wish.
Which is not something I'm great at.
I sense something drawing near.
So I don't keep snacking on it, crunching and And it's gonna bother me that they're not looted.
As you wish.
Coming through here a lot. Okay. Some of them had useful stuff. Nice work, team. Use this strategy in Skyrim a lot, too. Nearly there. Okay, stay there. I'll go get the rest of them. It's hard to take down big groups of enemies, so...
Unbelievable. A dragon.
Where's a dragon? I only see baby dragons. Alright. I think we've beat the majority of them now, but I'm still gonna have them wait here while I go test things out. Yeah, there's at least one more enemy. You know what? I think we're good. So... Hey, I beat it all by myself, guys. You proud of me? Yeah. Hoped you would be.
Trap right ahead.
Victory shall be mine!
No mercy!
Sad. Now I can loot it. It wasn't letting me loot it a second ago. That's weird. That's where it came from.
Yes?
All is well?
Just making sure they didn't have any injuries that would...
Let's get started. On. Desperation is an ugly perfume. Right.
All the eggs. You see that, right? It says that I can loot it.
As you wish.
And then, okay, there we go. It wasn't letting me loot the egg. It's very disappointing. Oh. This is a dead end. All that work. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Not like I have a limited time before I have to go to bed or anything. Goodness gracious. So I could have just skipped all this and been fine. It could have been fine. Okay. Here. Eliana, if you wouldn't mind disarming that trap.
Right ahead.
Ooh. And this one, if you would. I think we're in the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As you wish.
Because, funny, I was watching... I watched the first bit of a playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition, and they commented saying, this looks like the Temple of Sacred Ashes. And it's like, oh, this is the Temple of Sacred Ashes. And it was years ago that I played the first part of Inquisition, so I don't remember that. But apparently it looks alike. Enough alike that someone would say that. So, I guess they did a good job then. Okay, here we are. Finally. Talk to me, dude.
Stop! You will go no further!
Oh? Is that so?
You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
Tell me your name and I'll tell you why I'm here.
I am Father Colgrim, leader and guide to the disciples of Andraste. Kill us, and you will face Andraste. She will smell our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath will be great.
Children? You mean the dragons? Is Andraste a dragon?
She is so much more! She is even more glorious than all the old gods combined. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
And what has happened to the ashes?
They are still within this temple, but why do we need ashes when we serve the risen Andraste in all her glory?
So you can give me the urn then?
So you are after the ashes? Perhaps there is a way for you to make up for your desecration of our home and temple.
Why do you suddenly want to cooperate with me?
It may be because I believe in second chances. All of us stumble through the darkness before being found and shown the light. Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion.
Just say what you have to say.
The ashes you seek reside atop this mountain, watched by an immortal guardian who refuses to accept the truth of the risen lady. Now the ashes prevent Holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist.
Go on. Oh, no. So what? You want me to toss them out a window?
I speak not of destruction. The beloved needs to reclaim the ashes, to make them her own again. All it would take is a drop of her blood. Blood carries power, strength, knowledge! Through it, all the power that is held in the ashes will be returned to Our Lady.
Why have you not done this, then?
The Guardian has foiled all our attempts to reach the urn. He keeps what power remains from the true Andraste. He knows the disciples, and we cannot touch him, for he draws his strength from the ashes themselves. But you could deliver Our Lady what is rightfully hers.
I could just imagine the Grand Cleric if she were here. Her head would explode, I kid you not.
What is this talk of blood and power? And he thinks Andraste is reborn. It is preposterous. I do not like this.
The rewards for performing such a service would be great, indeed.
And won't the Guardian know me as well?
No! He waits for pilgrims to come venerate the urn. He will assume that you are one of these. The task is simple. I give you a vial of the Holy Andraste's blood, and you empty the vial into the ashes. Whatever magic was held in the ashes will be undone, and our great lady will be freed from the shackles of her past life!
I don't know if I like the idea of us helping this Colgrim.
Once that is done, you will have earned your place as our honored brother.
But I need the ashes to cure a sick man.
You only need a small pinch for that. The rest of the power contained in the ashes must be returned to Andraste.
What sort of knowledge will I receive?
There is a great power contained in blood. Through Andraste's guidance, we have learned to harness it. It can be yours, in exchange for a trivial task. A vial of blood emptied into the urn. That is all I ask.
think we can work together, Colgrim.
Take this. The blood of the dragon. You know what you must do.
If we succeed, Colgrim and his fellows will be indebted to you. That puts you in a very advantageous position.
Ooh, bad idea. Remember the last time you had to drink blood? Only worse.
It's going to be alright, I know what I'm doing.
I'm just going to assume you have something amazing and tricky up your sleeve.
Now, I shall beseech the Holy Andraste to let you pass safely into the inner sanctum.
Hi, little baby rat. So, I told him I'm gonna do it, because I think Aiden, my character, like, he doesn't judge people's religions. He's not gonna be like, that's not Andraste, because Aiden doesn't believe in Andraste and the Maker anyways, so it's like, whatever. Well, let's just say we're gonna do it, and, you know, if something changes our mind later, you know, then maybe we won't do it. But until then, we're gonna be like, okay. So, you know. Aiden kind of just goes with the flow.
They say music soothes the savage beast, but I'm not going to test that theory.
I pray you, stay your wrath. I bring before you your champion, who will fall upon your enemies as a cleansing flame, paving the way for your glory. Beloved Andraste, O holy Andraste, we praise your name. Spoken to the beloved Andraste. She will let you pass.
Good, it's time for you to die. You're right, Andraste is glorious.
Succeed in your task, and you will share in her glory. We await your triumphant return. Go, show yourself to be Andraste's true champion.
See, I've never gotten that cutscene before, because I've never agreed to do it, I guess. I don't remember. I definitely don't remember that, so. Okay, are all of us in good health?
What shall we do?
Yep. Okay, save. Here we go.
What is this place? It's different from the rest of the ruins.
On.
Andraste's arrows. Ooh, fancy. Don't mind me, Guardian. I'm just gonna loot everything. Well, except that. I don't need a helmet. Is there nothing else? No. Okay. Save again. Okay. Wish me luck.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this.
For me?
You are the first to arrive in a very long time. It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
Will your task ever be done?
I do not know, and I do not question.
The dragon is not really Andraste, is she?
No. Our Andraste has gone to the Maker's side. She will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true believer would not require audacious displays of power.
What do you know about these disciples of Andraste?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise.
And what about you? Who are you?
I am all that remains of the first disciples. I swore I would protect the urn as long as I lived, and I have lived a very long time.
The first disciples? Did you know Andraste?
Did anyone really know her, save the Maker? She would sometimes spend weeks alone in meditation, often without food or water.
Please tell me about Andraste.
I cannot express in words my love for Andraste. You must seek her out for yourself. Everyone must.
How is it possible you've lived so long?
I made a vow to Andraste and to the Maker. My life is tied to the ashes. As long as they remain, so will I.
What can you tell me about the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
You already know that the urn contains the remains of the prophet Andraste. What else is there to tell?
How do I get to the urn?
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
I need the ashes to cure a noble man.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
What is this gauntlet?
The gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Can you tell me anything else about it?
You will understand what it is when you face it.
Very well, I will enter the gauntlet.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. Jarwin was discovered by the Templars. You were helping him. Tell me, do you think you failed Jarwin?
Yes, there must have been something more I could have done.
Thank you. That is all I wish to know.
You are too hard on yourself. No one's perfect.
Is there any religion that does not thrive upon guilt, like a glutton at his lunch? No, I thought not.
You could not have known what would happen. You did what you thought was best.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais, you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
And you, Morrigan, Flemeth's daughter, what?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes. The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
All right, now... Okay, wish me luck.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Could you repeat that? Okay, love, the moon, dreams, indigestion. Probably not indigestion. Love, the moon, dreams.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light.
Dreams.
Of what do I speak?
Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
That might have been Andraste's mother. That was like Brona, I think was the name. This is Elise? Elise? Elise?
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
I really love the gauntlet. I think it's amazing. Shartan.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
A home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Like I said, I really love this part of the quest.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hissarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Too strange, drawn. Oh, sorry, that's the 100. General Ferret. Sorry, I'm saving between each one because I don't want to mess any of them up.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy. Jealousy, I think. Hold on.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Okay, this is disciple Howard, did it say? Havard.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Either clouds or the mountain. Hold on.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Mountain. Bones of the world, that would be, yeah.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Archon Hissarion. I know that name.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Queens?
That is not of what I speak.
No, 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 nope. 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 I mean, I could just fight, but also I really like the answers. They're really interesting. So.
She wields the broken sword and separate true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Mercy? It has to be mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Okay, one more.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Hunger?
Yes. Hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tiventa Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Kefir, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Isn't that cool?
Had fun with the riddle game?
Jowan. You're not Jowan.
I didn't think I'd fool you. But am I really a spirit? Or is all this in your mind? Are you in the Fade, perhaps? Honestly, I don't know. I am part of the Gauntlet, I am Jowan, I am you. All these statements are true.
And what is your purpose here?
To speak to you and to offer advice. You have wondered many times if what happened to me was your doing. Perhaps if we'd taken another route or we'd been more prepared, things would be different. But it is too easy to obsess over what if and what could have been. These thoughts will eat away at you if you let them. Forgive yourself, just as I have forgiven you. I have something for you. Use it well. It makes me happy, knowing you will be the mage that I never could.
I sense something drawing near.
Oh, that's me.
Come and get it! I never liked this.
Let's make this quick, shall we? Can't die like this. Another day, another scar.
Andraste loved her disciples as she
I'm
loved the
terrible
Maker.
at puzzles.
As we have faith in the Maker, so must we have faith
Hey,
in
see
our
those
friends.
thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or stand on them?
Alistair, normal people tend to avoid strange-looking sections of floor thingies, as you say. They tend to be traps.
You don't really think they're traps, do you? don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
That's it! That's an actual bridge piece right there. If we can get all the bridge pieces to be solid, we can make it across. Ready. Let's go.
Wait, oh, I messed up. Okay, then we move more again to find the next one. And I don't have any way.
Why don't we just get one person across and go from there?
Ask away.
Command me.
Ew. Okay.
All is well?
Already forgotten what the solution was for the
Speak then. Your direction?
Let's go.
I know I could Google it, but
Yes, my
I should
friend.
be able to move off. Okay. Wait. How does that help? I still have... should be able to move off.
Ask away.
I should be able to move. Nope. Okay. Okay, forget it. Nope. Nope. Can't do it. I'm Googling it. I'm Googling it. Dragon. Age. Gauntlet. Yeah, test of faith. Okay. Third trial, okay. Okay, they start from the entrance. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, everyone, come here. We're starting fresh. Alright, position 3 party members on left 3. Left 3. Right 4. Oh, see, I didn't start out. Okay. I was never gonna make it with the way I had it figured. Right. Right, not right 4. Okay, wait. Left 3. Oh no, left, right. Ugh. I was on the wrong step. Left 3. Right 4. Or left. Sorry. Left 3, right 2. Left 6. Which is. Okay, move the party member that is on left 3, which is Liliana, to right 4. Move. What? No, okay. Right 2, which is Morrigan.
What would you like?
To left 1. Okay. Left 6, which is Alistair, to right 5. Move Liliana to left 5. Voila. Okay. I was never gonna figure that out. Ooh, time to get naked.
I don't know what to say.
The altar is a little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Remove equipment. Get naked. And there we all are. Gotta get a picture of the moment. Hold on, I have to do something. Okay. Aiden's not bad looking.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet.
And now I'm
You
naked.
have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Oh, naked anymore.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I stand in awe. Really?
These are the earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. Take a pinch of the ashes. Well, now the dude has confirmed that the dragon is in fact not Andraste. So at this point, I will make the decision not to put the blood in, because now I have more information. So leave the urn alone.
Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
Next to nothing, I'm afraid. Perhaps there is little to know about this place, or I simply have not discovered its secrets yet.
Okay. Unfortunate adventure. I guess they didn't disrobe. Golden demon pendant. Cool. Cool. Oh, there's chests. Liliana,
Yes?
let's steal from Andraste. Is that like the ultimate sin? Stealing from the Maker's wife.
I'll do it.
Alright. Off we go then. Let's save. Ah, shoot, we gotta deal with this dude. Level up later.
You have been to the urn, but Andraste has not been freed. What manner of treachery is this?
I kind of want to be like, but I did free Andraste, can't you tell?
Lies!
Oh.
You have betrayed us! Betrayed our lady! And now you will die! Behold the fiery vengeance of Andraste herself!
Andraste's up there chilling, so I don't think she cares. He seems like a pretty chill dragon, you know? I gotta say. I'd rather not have to kill her. So.
Let's have it's either you or me. It isn't going to be me. Take this quick.
I'm sorry, dude. Well, not really sorry, but like, you know. Oh, I got his horn that I believe is used to summon the dragon. Hello, people. It just doesn't seem like Andraste cares. I scared my rat. Sorry. Sometimes you just gotta sneeze, little Izzy. Okay, so I think this is the shortcut. It's hard to figure out sometimes which way is a shortcut. But I think, yeah, the ruined temple is where we first were, so I think that is the shortcut. And my popcorn's gonna get stale sitting there. Yep, this is where we were. Normally, Brother Genetivi's here waiting for us, but I left him behind. So, because see, the thing is, if I hadn't left him behind, I would have had to kill him. Now, I've been called murderous by some people lately, but, like, you don't really have a choice if you don't want, let's go to the castle. If you don't want, them all to be, like... If you don't want Brother Genetivi to go tell everybody, then you have to kinda... Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, my rat is so cute. Hi, Izzy. Hours in, so that means there's about 10 hours left.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Bantegan to take his place.
You return. Might you have news?
I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
I killed your wife, basically, to save your son. So, like...
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, I know you did what you had to. I grieve for Isolde, but I believe that had you not acted as you did, it might have been far worse. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
If you'd like, I won't object.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a staff that belonged to Isolde's grandfather, himself a mage, I understand. It will serve far better in your hands.
Ooh. There's much to do now.
Indeed. We have no way of knowing what Loghain will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
What are you proposing this? What are you proposing then?
We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
But once everyone learns what he's done...
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause. But we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative. But the unthinkable has occurred.
You intend to put Alistair forward as king?
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply kill Loghain?
I'm not sure that would help our cause. We would become the criminals, and our accusations would become excuses. Furthermore, I'm not even certain where Loghain might be.
What are my options?
You have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. I truly believe the landsmeet is our best option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Loghain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, but neither would Loghain.
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us against the Horde.
What's stopping Loghain from just attacking Redcliffe?
Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations. I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened.
What if we defeated him in battle?
Unless we convince some of Logain's allies to abandon him, that's not likely to happen. Our army is not large enough. As a Grey Warden, you may gather allies to you, but we need those forces to face the Darkspawn, not to battle against our own.
Seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I have done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
The ritual was his idea, and he didn't deceive us.
But is he attempting to worm his way out of a bad situation? Or is he truly repentant for what he has done? And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
Let him go. Let the Circle hunt him if they wish.
That I cannot do. He is a Maleficar, and I cannot unleash him on a land already racked by war and chaos. I am sorry. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord. And goodbye, my friend.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. We should head to Denerim as soon as possible. I can delay that, however, if you have other plans. I would prefer not giving Logain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
Give me some time.
As you wish. It will take time for the news to spread, and I can use the interim to get my forces organized. Please tell me when you wish to leave. Until then, you have the run of Redcliffe.
Okay. So, that is all we're gonna do for now. I would like to leave. Yeah, my phone is telling me to go to bed. I have an alarm set at okay. I've got a lot to do before I can go to bed, so.
What's your stance?
Save. Oh, little Izzy, she wants out, so I've got a lot I've got to do. And I want to do the quests in Denerim. I want to meet Isabella. But let's talk to Alistair.
Something on your mind?
I have a question.
Of course.
Never mind.
Something on your mind?
I had another dream about the Archdemon.
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
I think we need to be extra careful.
I thought we were already being extra careful. Does that mean we have to be extra careful now? Great. There I was, enjoying my nap. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight. Something on your mind?
Nope.
Something I can help with?
Do I have anything that I can turn in runes for the circle? There we go. Materials for the Dalish. And I guess coin for Arleman's Knights. 50 silver.
You will have the best equipped army Ferelden has ever seen.
Alright, hi Morrigan.
Your desire? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a romantic, I see.
Why am I taller than her? Is there a mod to fix that? Okay. Well. Alright, thanks for watching. We're gonna be wrapping up the game pretty soon. It, won't be long. Yeah. I think when I was looking at how long the game's supposed to take, it said 40 hours, and we're 30 hours in, so... But I'm not sure I see the rest of it taking that long. Another 10 hours. I don't know. Maybe 2 games, like 2 nights of playing, but maybe 10 hours? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. Thank you for watching. See you next time.